Internet news with no filter. Welcome to News Sesh. Humor and dignity. Let's go through what Kaitlyn discovered when she unpacked her lunch. According to media coverage, she found a bag of dog food with a note reading, "Because you're my dog." 2-day-old Chipotle leftovers, rice, beans, steak. Some snacks, cookies, pretzels, apple, and other miscellaneous items. A second note, asking her to return the dog food, since the pet food was running low. She says her husband hid the dog food at the bottom, bagged it so it wouldn't touch her real food, and intended it as a joke. Notice these details. The dog spelling, slang for homie or buddy, versus the dog reading. The fact that leftovers and snacks were part of the lunch, not just the prank item. That she said she found it funny in her response and defended the prank. These little things shape how people interpret the act, prank versus insult. The backlash was swift. Many viewers were angry, calling it disrespectful, humiliating, and even cruel. Kaitlyn responded in subsequent videos. Here's how she framed it. She insisted he didn't call her a dog, but dog, slang for friend. She explained the bagging/hiding was intentional to avoid mixing with her food. She claimed it made her laugh, that it fits their dynamic, dorkiness, and that the negative reaction is overblown. She also addressed the leftover Chipotle, saying she misremembered the timing due to tiredness as a teacher. Kaitlyn seems to treat the prank as lighthearted and part of their banter. But many viewers don't see it that way, which brings us to public reaction. Public reaction was mixed but polarized. Let's break it down. Criticism and negative reactions included claims of disrespect and humiliation. Would your husband do this to you? Accusations of weaponized humor, jokes used to demean. Worry about boundaries, that this prank paves the way for more demeaning acts. Supportive reactions or neutral takes included. It's just playful banter between a couple. They call each other dog. It's their dynamic. She defended it. She laughed too. Nuanced takes argue that context matters. We only see a short clip. We don't know the full relationship history. Scary mommy. Whether she felt safe to push back, or whether jokes always go one-sided. The power dynamic. Jokes are different when they come from a place of equality versus subtle control. Because of these different lenses, people see this prank either as harmless couple humor or as a red flag in disguise. Let's dig into what this incident illuminates about relationship dynamics and humor. 1. Intent versus impact. Even if his intent was playful, the impact can be hurtful or demeaning. We must look at how she feels, not just what he meant. If she laughs now but felt small later, that matters. 2. Humor as a relational tool. Jokes can bond couples, but when humor becomes a tool to humiliate, it creates emotional distance. Healthy humor uplifts both parties, not one at the expense of the other. 3. Boundaries and respect. No matter how playful you are, certain lines shouldn't be crossed, especially in private gestures like lunchboxes. If jokes belittle, embarrass, or erode mutual respect, they may be toxic. 4. Communication and power. Why did he think this joke was acceptable? Was she comfortable pushing back? Is this pattern recurring? Humor can mask deeper issues: resentment, neglect, miscommunication. 5. The public eye and performance. Because this was posted on TikTok, there's an element of performance. Was it partly for views? How might the knowledge of social media attention influence how they handle or explain it? So, what can we take away from all of this? Even if you're not Kaitlyn or in her shoes. Own your dignity. Don't let "it's just a joke" dismiss how you feel. Speak up early. If something lands badly, say so. Define safe humor boundaries with your partner. Check power balance. Is one always the joker, the other the target? Context matters, more so when social media is involved. Consider intent plus impact, not only one or the other. At face value, it's a quirky prank. You're my dog and a lunchbox full of surprises. But beneath it lies a conversation about respect, identity, humor, and boundaries. What side do you lean? Harmless banter or a red flag? Share your thoughts below. If you've been in a similar situation, I'd love to hear your story safely. If this video made you rethink jokes, respect, or how we treat loved ones. Hit like, subscribe, and share. Let's keep conversations kind, honest, and respectful, even when they're spicy. Thanks for watching. See you next time.